Change is hard, but change can be done.
So what is Positive Intelligence as a company?
So positive intelligence it basically stands for the percentage of time that our minds are serving us versus sabotaging us. Mm-hmm. And so really what it is, if you were to dumb it down in layman's terms, is it's about our mental fitness, how fit we are to handle life's inevitable challenges and stresses, and how we actually get through those. Do we get through them in a more self-serving, positive zone? Do we recover from negativity and set back quickly? It's really a test of fitness. If you think about physical fitness, people that are physically fit, they can handle great tests of that physical endurance, climbing a mountain, right? Lifting a heavy weight. And so it's the same thing. We're talking about how people can develop their mental fitness so that when they face that challenge, they can handle it with more and more ease and a very clear, calm, laser-focused type of action.
You guys have an assessment that obviously you can take, and I've taken it, and it was really interesting to see, Adam, just through that assessment and those questions, really where it really aligned on my weaknesses, where I was, as far as, judging or, just procrastination or just whatever it is that may be my weakness. And what's interesting to me is that you guys have exercises that can actually, like a muscle, because your brain is a muscle, actually, work that out and work it out, mentally. And just tell me a little bit about that process as far as the assessment and just how people can get involved initially.
Okay, so you buy into the concept of I'd like to be positive and self-serving and happier a greater percentage of the time. Is that, well, how do I fix that? That's really the essence that you should be looking for in any subject. Who gives you the most practical, pragmatic, laid out approach of how you get there, right? And I think that a lot of our self-help subjects fail us in this department. To be honest, they inspire you, they kind of provoke the need and an interest in something, but then they leave you going back into your office or your daily routine without a lot of action steps. And that's not how the brain works to actually create new habits. And so what we're focused on with our company is that Shirzad has been spending the last 3 or 4 years hunkered down building the best delivery, world-class delivery of his training system, so that over a 6-week period, we've got all the research and scientific proof to show you can dramatically improve your ability to have more control over your mind and improve that positive intelligence level. And you do that 3 ways. You do that first by identifying what are my negative automatic mental habits that I lean on under stress. We refer to them as your saboteurs. They're sabotaging you, right? Yep. You're getting to places despite them, not in spite of them, not because of them. So that's step 1, is really figuring out what that is, knowing what my areas of opportunity are, the self-awareness component. Step 2 is strengthening the muscle that we need to have, or the strength, I should say, of being able to shift on our own command, to go from negative to positive. And you actually have to practice that. It's really a focusing technique. And so we have very simple, pragmatic approaches, 1 to 2 minutes long, that Shirzad is working you through on the app, step by step, that's helping you train your mind to learn how to focus on its own command so you can shift from negative to positive like a ninja warrior, essentially, right? And then the third piece is once you now intercept those negative habits more readily, learn how to have the strength to shift to the positive zone, is now you really dig in and work on what we refer to as the sage perspective, our part of our brain where we're in our most highest potential state, and we're leveraging all of the emotional intelligence competencies. But we've really simplified that. Shirzad did a great job of simplifying the emotional intelligence competencies into 5 main things, which is our ability to have empathy, our ability to explore, our ability to navigate, our ability to innovate, and then ultimately our ability to take action. If you think about those 5 powers or words, they encompass all of the competencies that people have been talking about now for 10, 15 years of emotional intelligence, but in a more simplified and actually pragmatic way of the way that you can go about that. So it's a 3-step process that you go through. It's 10 to 15 minutes a day, 2% of your waking hours that you're actually training your brain to basically have more command over it and becoming more mentally fit at the end.